ways to get rich as an employee. Most people have this misconception that for you to be successful, you need to either earn very big money, um, a big salary, be connected to someone in government, be into fraud, do some illegality. Yes, a lot of people, don't get it wrong, a lot of people are on that level, but that's not my constituency and I don't care. And I'm not going to preach that. If you think that's what you follow, good luck, then probably you're listening to the wrong page, okay? I'm just going to share a few points of mine. First of all, what is success? I always say success to you is different from success to me. Success to me can be 2 billion in my account when I'm 60. Success to you could be to feed your family, send them to good school, have a decent life. Let's not get it mixed up, okay? Success is the realization of a worthy goal. Your success target could be I'm going to finish, get a very good job in a bank, rise to MD at certain age, do this, or I'm going to run this small business, I'm going to work with a chapel, okay? But what I'm talking about, richness, is in that term, okay? For example, my driver lives in Ikorodu. I don't know if I've shared this story before. He believed that I couldn't build a house in Lagos, okay? He's renting in Ikorodu and he comes all the way from there to the island. And I told him one day, look, you can't do that. You have to build your own house. And he didn't believe me. And he felt, no, I build house, where do I have money? And I told him, what were your plans before? He said, when I finish, I'll retire to Osun State. And my father has a land, I'll farm, live in my father's house. No, I told him that's a little expectation. And he's a very dedicated guy. And I said, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to buy a land. Trust me, next 6 months. So from his salary, we're putting down small money. But he didn't believe. He was angry that we're moving. I said, you must get it. Guess what? 12 months later, I drove him down, went to Ekpe, and we saw a place. We bought half a plot of land. He was so surprised. And we shared the money into, he's going to pay 3 times in a year with your money. We signed everything. And guess what? After we finished paying, it took him about 12 months to pay. I told him, now, this is what you're going to do. You used to come on Saturday at times. I said, I'll let you go on Saturdays for now, okay? You just give me one Saturday in a month. The other ones, go and I want you to go and attend to that place. Start bringing out small money from your account. He did that and we started molding block. Anyway, to cut the long story short, the house took him about 4 years. He completed it like self-contained 3-bedroom separate for him and about 5 tenants. He has tenants. He has retired. His wife sells there now. At the back of his house, he has a little vegetable farm. So the point I'm making is that you have to, but how did we achieve that? That's what I'm trying to tell you. First thing was you must pay yourself first. Before, when his money comes, he said, I pay my children's school fees. Luckily for him, he has only 2 kids. So I pay my children's school fees. I pay my landlord. I buy data. I do this. I pay compound contribution. I said, no. That's good and all that. But you must pay yourself first. That's the first rule. Okay? My uncle, he worked with the Nigerian Post Office. He has a house in Lagos and he had a house in Asaba. And I asked him, how did you do it? You didn't earn so much money in your lifetime. Very frugal man, conservative. He said, I started saving from my first salary, 20% and higher, minimum. And I'm like, how do you say if you cannot save from that small 50, like my driver, you cannot save from 50,000, you cannot save from 50 million. So when that money came in first, before I gave my wife for feeding, before I paid my landlord, before I put credit on my phone, I take money and put away and I don't touch it anymore. How many of us can do that? Even many successful people are struggling. So the first rule, my friends, my young friends, start now. Is the realization is that you've known now. Pay yourself first. Ask yourself, you were earning 100,000, it was not enough. Now you're earning 1 million, it is still not enough. Because more money, more problem. Okay, the more money you earn, the more challenges, the more you desire something, the more you want to move out of the area that you live. Okay, so just like my uncle, he started early. From his first salary, he started saving, and he did that for almost 40 years of his life. Now imagine how much that guy will work. It's not how much you accumulate actually, it's how much you're able to save. So you pay yourself first. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, master a high skill. I'll use my uncle again as example. He said when he finished working Monday to Friday for post office, at the weekend he started learning how to run a bookshop. He went to meet one guy, sat with him, understand. Those days bookshop were the in thing then. He had a small bookshop. People come to read newspaper, he charges them a token. He was selling book, exercise book. It was when bookshop were fading out, he metamorphosed into a supermarket. He first moved to selling writing things and newspaper, exercise book. Then he moved to a supermarket. He's an elder, the guy is in his 80s now. But was sharing his story why he was content. And I see many people of his age, his generation, relying on their children for money, send money. All his children are abroad. He told me he doesn't collect any money from his children. He's competent with his pension and the money he gets from his street business and how frugal he saved his money and invested. So master a high income skill. It could be petty business like my uncle did. It could be digital marketing, share trading, buying and selling, coding, selling food stuff, chicken and chips or whatever. Start doing something, real estate broking. If you're young, it's very attractive business. Meet people that have land, you want to sell it, make sure they want to sell, whether it's on Monile, whether it's a developer, whether it's on building. Tell them on weekend, Saturday and Sunday, let that be your job. When you go to church, print your flyer. They say, but you work in a bar or you work here. I say, yes, this is my side business. Because you know why? When you finish working for somebody Monday to Friday, what do you do to your time? Do you go and pop champagne and relax? Or you need to now build yourself? The other one is another person's job. I'm not against you. Work for who you're working. But weekends, you must have something you're doing. Are you doing bookkeeping for somebody? Are you doing MC job? Something that will bring extra income for you. And that comes from skill. Number 3 is start a small business by the side. I always say it. No matter where you work, whether local government, whether in a bank, ask yourself, what can I sell? Are you selling jewelry? Are you selling clothes online? What are you doing with your time apart from your employer's time? Are you going to start a laundry business, petty shop, food delivery, logistics, cleaning business, whatever? You must have something you're doing on the side. You must have something that produce. You could produce soap, whatever, paint, whatever. Start something, reselling a go and meet a bakery. I'll carry your bread and distribute to supermarket Saturday and Sunday. You must do that to secure your tomorrow. That's how you get rich. As one of the reasons how you can get rich and very comfortable as an employee. The 4th one is invest early and consistently. Like I explained before, if you're taking 10% of your money and putting it aside every month, it will become a habit. Automatic, let's say you do automatic deduction system, the banks do it. Every month, take this percentage. There's a young man who consulted me last month. He was confused. He wanted to set up a hotel or guest house or something like that. And he's not even in Lagos. This young man said he started saving when he was a security guard. He started as a security guard. Now he's a programmer. He earns about 4 million naira every month, 4 to 5 million naira every month. He works, they said they call it hybrid or whatever, I don't know what, or virtual. That he doesn't work for foreign companies. That I don't know, this modern work, they work from his laptop. He's a programmer. Now guess what? The young man started saving when he was earning 50,000. He said he saw his parents struggle for money. And he said he must save. And he noticed that even in the poverty, his father was spendthrift. He said, I will never be like my father. So are you a young man listening to this? Now, like the guy said, he is what? From when he brokered his, but I wanted to know what it was. His confusion was that he asked me if he could borrow or if he could use his money. And I asked him, if you borrow, how long do you think you can pay back this money? He said if he earns, give and take, he should be able to pay it back in 5 months. And I advised him not to borrow. But where I'm going, the young man has saved about 120 million in assets. He has assets. He has a guest house, he has his house, he has one he's building in Abuja, and he has 35 million naira cash in investment. Some of them are in USD, some are in naira, and he has bought shares. I said, how did you do it? He said, even now he doesn't do more, he still that percentage is stuck to. So ask yourself the 20% of 50,000. Ask yourself the 20% of 200,000 when they increase the salary, 20% of 1 million, and 20% of 3 million that ends there for the past 10 years or thereabout. That is that part, okay? So you start early, invest in stock, ETF, mutual fund, real estate. There's crowdfunding, treasury bills. Now listen to me. There is nothing like my salary is too small. Do you know you can buy shares of 500 naira? You can use 1,000 naira and buy shares. And the next year the share will be 3,000 naira. Imagine if you decide that every month unfailingly, I'll be buying shares of 1,000 naira. You know what that will worth in 5 years? And as your salary increase. So that's the problem. The thing is that many of us give excuses. We're waiting till we start earning millions to save. No, those types do not even make impact. The real successful people are the ones that are growing, realization of goal. Okay? Number 5 is like that young man said, living below your means. You see, that's what they call delayed gratification, deferred enjoyment. Many of us cannot. They call in the office that you've all gotten 500,000 naira bonus increase. Pew! You rush to go and get an iPhone. Pew! An increase. Pew! You change your car. No. If that money didn't come, you wouldn't have bought the iPhone. If the money didn't come, you wouldn't have bought the new car. But because they gave it to you invest. Okay, the guy said he lived below his means. I'll give you an example. I have a friend that works in one of the oil companies. This my young man makes about 10 million every month on the minimum as of 3 years ago. He's put in about 17 years. He travels 3 times a year. He goes to south of France. He's always in Australia where his childhood friends are. spends. But guess what? He's still renting. Guess how much is his rent? 17 million. He lives in Ikoyi for a very tiny flat, 2 bedroom. And I'm sure they will have increased 17 million for rent. He doesn't own his place. I took him somewhere in Agongi, just like after like a beautiful estate, and told him, why don't you invest? He said it's too far. That's not his taste. Like, cannot live beyond Ikoyi, Victoria, like highest Lekki. He doesn't have a house. He earns 10 million a month, apart from other perks that he gets. So many of us are not living below our means. We live beyond our means or equal to our means. You shouldn't even live equal to your means. After a while, time will come that you live beyond. Save, put something away, look for something to invest in. Live below means, network intentionally. Many of us are with people that spend. Like I told you, how I ran into trouble. How did I avoid those people that put me in that debt? Now, I'll admit, I put myself in the debt. I'm not going to blame anybody. But the influence of people I was, they will spend. I didn't know how they make their money. And we have to be careful. Most of the people you hang around with, how do they make their money? Are their parents supporting them? Is there an uncle in politics? Are there illegalities? They don't just follow the one path. So when I pulled out of that group, I could see clearly. So when they reached out for me, I did not. Until I told you about a friend of mine that I ran into. He has a group of friends, 10 of them. They do contribution of 3 million every month. That's 30 million for each person. Imagine what that financial capacity can do. How many of your friends can even? And guess what? They didn't start today. He said they started this thing more than 10 years ago. They are still together. There used to be 12 of them. 2 have died. But guess what? Out of 10 of them, 4 are still in diaspora. Those guys are still contributing to the money. What do you do with your friends when you guys are together? This guy says, so I asked him, what do you do with your money when you collect your own? Guess what? Each 30 million he collects, he deposits it and buys the land. And touch it. But the next 30 million, it develops. By the time he's collecting the 30 million, he's done with the property. Starts again. They've been doing this thing for 10 years. And they started with only 50,000. And most of them kept. So when they started, there were about 20 of them. Guess what? They kicked the rest out. Because those people were enemies of progress. They were never to do well. I said, but how do you come up? He said, well, by progress, we'll have a meeting, do progress reports. But guess what? He said, we were not always like this. When we started this thing, I was a youth corper. And God blesses you because we were comparing notes. Imagine the group of people you were with. He said they were all average young people came out of university, working and managing things, and they were coming up. Guess what? They are all doing well. 3 are in diaspora. And those ones in diaspora are still contributing to the thing. What do you do with your friends? So that is what I call networking. Networking is not just who you drink with and socially. No. What are their capacities? What is their interest? Does their interest and passion align with yours? I'm telling you guys, young people. So that's it. You network intentionality. Okay? The last one, become valuable at work. Become valuable at work. For example, my current driver now, I don't know how I learned it because it's one who sent to go and put on the mechanical generator, the diesel gen, and switches it off. For some reason, he has understood that he stays with the guy that repairs. So there was a time we were trying to read the guy that repairs. He was doing overheating. And he said, okay, give me the money, I'll do. And he bought a new radiator. He did it and changed it. Second time I tried him, guess what? He's the one I give the money to do it now. Does he do it for free? No, he charges me. There's something called retainership we have in our office, whereby if you're an electrician, if you're a handy person, we could pay you about 80K, 100K. Don't do any work, but retainer means anytime we call you, you must come and service. You charge us yourself. So guess who we're giving retainership to? The young man. Because it brought value. Many people complain about how long they've been in a place and they refuse to. That young man, I value him. Another one is one of my sites. There's a security guard there who guards the place. A cleaner comes in, because we're not busy there, a cleaner comes in 3 times a week. We pay the cleaner 70K or 80K, comes only 3 times a week. And for some time, the girl traveled without telling us. And the security guard said, Oga, I can do this work, give it to me, I want to clean it. Guess what? I said, okay, give testing, I'll not pay you. Come, when you do it, let me see. And when he did it, I went to see the place the next week. Guess what? He did an excellent job. What did I do? I gave him the job. So if maybe he's earning 80,000 naira as a security guard, and he takes the other 80,000, that's 160. But the same site that he sleeps in and stays. That is value. It might not be a lot to many of you, but it's something to that young man. He's able to take care of his family. Now the young man is thinking of doing open university from that extra money to pay for his university. Many of us do not present our value. We always talk about experience. Experience is nothing without value. Experience is nothing without value. So like these few examples I gave you, these are the things you do to get rich. The habits. the savings, the lifestyle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sam.